Welcome back to American Agenda. I'm Katrina Zish. It's time now for The Other View. After nearly a year of being out of the public spotlight, the woman once deemed America's worst mayor is going back in, this time as a Republican. Former Dolton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard is mounting a political comeback, running for a seat on the Fulton County Commission in Georgia after switching parties and states. Henyard was elected the mayor of Dolton in 2021, defeating the incumbent with 82% of the vote, becoming the first woman and youngest person to serve as the town's mayor. A year later, she became the supervisor of Thornton Township, holding both positions simultaneously. And while Henyard referred to herself as the, quote, super mayor, she also earned the moniker as the Dolton dictator, facing accusations of lavish spending on travel, lodging, dining, and Amazon purchases, and becoming the target of an FBI investigation, leaving the town of Dolton with a multi-million-dollar deficit, and Henyard still under federal scrutiny over her handling of taxpayer dollars. But last year, she stood her ground.
I understand everybody want me to be the target. I understand everybody want me to be the bad guy for everything that goes on in the village, but that's not the truth.
Now she says she's rising from the backlash, calling her campaign Project Phoenix. She describes it as, quote, me rising, me showing the world what it looks like to come out of controversy, me showing the world like when they keep trying to dirty your name up, you keep going. Don't you ever give up. And just last week, Henyard had this to say to her following.
To meet me is to love me. A lot of people don't understand who I am, what I represent, and why I keep going. When God puts something in you, it's in you. If it's for you, it's for you. And I'm going to always push because he wants me to help people. And I've always had that caring spirit.
And joining me now, the former mayor of Dolton, Illinois, Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us here. You know, I know that you have been in the middle of a lot of controversy. You've also been very outspoken, as we heard, about why you want to rise back up and I'll say, you know, let all the haters go. But a lot of people have some serious concerns. My first question is, after being in the middle of this firestorm, why would you choose to go back in the public eye, and why as a Republican?
Well, first, thank you for having me on. I appreciate that. But I just want everybody to know that never give up, because it's your story to tell. It's not for someone to write your narrative or to give direction as to what has happened. It's up to you. And I'm thankful that you allowed me to utilize your platform to do just that. I chose to run as a Republican because the Democrat Party is not holding up to their core values. They are losing their way. They have lost their way. And with that being said, I no longer want to be attached to the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party has done so many different things that I need a whole hour to explain it on your platform. But one is they lost faith. So when you cannot be aligned with God no longer, I can no longer support that, because everything I do, I put God first. Every move I have made, God has led my steps, and he keeps me in this race, in the fire for the people, because at the end of the day, if he put it in you, you have to show up and show out. If you keep running from it, he going to keep on bringing you back to where he wants you to be.
And Tiffany, I think probably a lot of critics would say, wait a minute. Okay, she had, a tough time in Illinois. Obviously, not a lot of people were happy with what you did. There were a lot of accusations lodged against you and your handling of finances and other things. And you were a Democrat in Illinois, but now you're running as a Republican in Georgia. And I think even just that, not just switching parties, but switching states, I think may have a lot of people saying, what is she up to? What are you up to?
So the reason why I switched states is, number one, my child. My baby's everything to me, and she needed a better way to grow and be who she's meant to be. So I wanted to give her the opportunity to blossom like the flower she is. And then the other reason is the property taxes. Think about it. The property taxes in Chicago are ridiculous. And that's going throughout the Southland. They keep raising the property taxes, and they keep telling you they're going to help you. And that's what I mean about the Democrats. They keep saying one thing, but then they doing the opposite. It's no reason why the South Land of Chicago should have ridiculous property taxes, let alone Chicago. So I want to fix that. I want to change that. And the only way to change that is to go to a different platform, have a bigger voice, and show people what you've been saying this entire time. The other thing is crime. Crime is rampant in Chicago. You know, just like the whole world know what just happened with me and my family.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I just want to point that out for people who don't. I know that your father was shot in Chicago last month, to which you publicly called out public officials. And that led you to back President Trump's crime crackdown. I want to quote something you said here. My father was an innocent victim of this random and heartbreaking violence. I'm calling on Governor J.B. Pritzker and Mayor Brandon Johnson to seriously reconsider federal assistance from President Donald J. Trump to help address this crisis and better protect the residents of Illinois. I'm very sorry to hear that your father was shot, and obviously that inspired you to get out there. Do you carry this crime belief to your new platform?
I do. And I think that everybody should allow him to come in and help. I don't understand why everybody's keep putting up this no, don't help. But it's working in other areas. Washington, D.C., everywhere is working that he's touched. I truly believe that if they do not let him in, it's going to get worse. And it is getting worse. It hasn't gotten better, and no one has a solution. But because he is the solution is the reason why people are afraid to show you what they have not been doing this entire time, which is neglecting the people.
And Tiffany, we're just about out of time, unfortunately. I could talk to you for the whole hour as well. But before we go, just if there are maybe 3 words that you would use to describe yourself to let people know that they should vote for you to win them over, what would those 3 words be to describe yourself?
I am resilient. I am committed to what's at stake, and I will have growth within the community. My job is to beautify the community. If you want to support me, you can go to Tiffany for Fulton. You can donate to my page. You can even watch my growth, because I will rise. This is Project Phoenix, and I have a clothing store here on Old National. So please come in and support me at 5495 Old National Highway in College Park.
All right. Sounds like you are one very busy woman. All right. Tiffany Henyard, I really appreciate your joining me on The Other View. Let's come back, have you back, and we'll talk again.
Sure. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.